What's up, Buzz? I'm Madison Brodsky, and I was backstage at the Grammys. It was the coolest experience ever, and let me tell you, it was one hell of a night for the ladies of music who, they swept all four categories of the major Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. But before I get into that, I really want to talk about Beyonce because Queen Bee made history last night as the most awarded female artist of all time, which is like the coolest thing that you can possibly say, right? And as I was backstage, we were kind of wrapping up the night, and next thing you know, Queen Bee and Jay-Z just casually walk in. And then to make matters even more exciting for music or women in music, Taylor Swift, who won Album of the Year last night, also made Grammys history, becoming the very first woman to win that award 3 times. Let's talk about Song of the Year because that went to her for her track, I Can't Breathe, which is extremely powerful. I was lucky enough to talk to her backstage right after she won the big award. And not only did we jump around and celebrate the fact that she won a Grammy, which is so cool, but we also took a moment to discuss the serious tone of the track since it was inspired by George Floyd's killing. I asked her what the real win of that Grammy was, and she told me the fact that her lyrics have impacted people who have contributed to change. And now she's officially made her mark in this Black Lives Matter movement, and it's only the beginning. She's going to continue to fight in the best way that she knows how. And then Billie Eilish swept the awards last year, and while she didn't get the same outcome this year, she still took home 2 awards, including Record of the Year, which is one of the highest honors of the entire night. And keeping with the whole female empowerment theme, she dedicated her entire win to Meg the Stallion, who won Best New Artist last night. So making her the very first female rapper to win this award in more than 2 decades. Beyonce, her hometown hero, since they were both from Houston, who was also featured on Meg's Savage track, surprised our very new Best New Artist on stage as she accepted the award. And it just seems like Meg was like out of this world, starstruck by everything happening around her in that moment. Meg told me in an interview right before the show that her mom always told her that she'd one day end up at the Grammys. She'd also one day work with Beyonce. She remembers going to Destiny Child's concerts and saying, I want to work just as hard as she does so I can one day get there. This was Meg's very first Grammys ever, and she won, I think, 3 Grammys last night and had Beyonce hold her hand, walk her up to the stage, and stand there the entire time. You could just see the emotion going through Meg in that moment as she literally just let her jaw drop to the floor and go "Oh," to the camera because she didn't even know what to say in that moment. She had her little hero next to her as she accepted her Best New Artist award. If that has anything to say about Meg and the future of her career, is that she has arrived. She's worked so hard and she's ready to literally slay from here on out. So speaking about Meg the Stallion, her performance with Cardi B is going to be literally the only thing we're all talking about today. If you missed it, please do yourself a favor and go watch it on the Recording Academy's YouTube page because we had body yaddy 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 yaddy. We also had WAP all over the stage. We had a stripper pole, we had a bed, we had so much going on. And I'm pretty sure they also had a little bit of a scissor moment on the stage. It was definitely risque for the Grammys, but I'm really proud of the Recording Academy for kind of stepping up and letting that song be what it is, empower women, letting these 2 powerful women also slay the stage in the way that they best know how. And they just embrace their own sexuality and encourage other women who are watching to do the same thing. It was such a cool, amazing moment that even host Trevor Noah, when he came back onto the stage after the performance, he was like, wait, what just happened? This has to be a dream. There's no way that just happened on my stage, right? It was just so cool that that was real. I talked to some of the highest executives at the Recording Academy last night, and they all agreed that they really rose the bar this year. And this is just during a pandemic. So that's only going to prove how amazing the shows will be once we can all be back together and in each other's embrace again. But I think I have to say, last but not least, my favorite all-time performance has to go to Silk Sonic, which is the new band made up of Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. I mean, it was just too good. You can find me at Madison Brodsky, Brodsky, on everything. I made sure everything's the same thing. So find me there. I have so much coming up, and it's going to be really fun and exciting.